Checka, check 1, 2. Hey, here we are. Hope everybody can hear us. We're back for another auction on this Sunday morning. Hope everybody is doing well. We went to the Central States Coin Show this weekend and it was awesome. It was a great time. I don't know if any of you had a chance to swing by Schaumburg, Illinois on this weekend. It was basically dealers Wednesday and then the public Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And we went on Thursday night and spent we went on Friday morning and then spent Friday night. And so we got to enjoy the show on Friday and Saturday morning. Good times. If you haven't been to a show of that magnitude, I would really recommend it. We were there with, like around 600 dealers, thousands of people, coin geeks, as far as the eye could see. And it was really cool. Glad you guys are here this morning. Speaking of cool, I've got some cool stuff for you today. You see some neat things on the turntable. I've got a 1986 Libertad proof. I picked that up at a coin shop this last week. And I've got a silver pour. I've got some Englehards. I've got all kinds of cool stuff. And good to see you all here. I'm looking at Donald and Mike. Oh, SGT is here. And I wish I would have been able to see you again, SGT, at the show. I understand you were busy out of state. Next time, brother. Next time. Let's see. I'll be your Huckleberry. Unknown. I picked up a little something for you in copper over there. I'm going to have Mrs. T put that on your plate. And Tuli's here. Hello, Tuli. And hey, Tuli, I noticed I was watching your video this morning. You are growing. And if anybody is not subscribed to Tuli, I definitely recommend checking her out. She's got a good channel and she is like shot out of a cannonball, man. She is on YouTube. She took the plunge and now she's making lots of content. And that is awesome. And let's see Tiger's here. Rome's here. Raul, Alvi, Yagi. We've got a nice crew here. 55, Mrs. T. They are showing up.
Good morning. It's going to be a good auction, everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
We're slightly worn out from a lot of fun. We got to hang out with, you guys all know Matt Dinger, who has that coin shop down in Lawrence Township in Indianapolis. Larger than life character. We went out to dinner with him and an entire crew of guys and girls, his posse basically from the coin show. And I'm not going to say we overdid it or anything, but we had a good time on Friday night. And matter of fact, I even got to hang out with another YouTube content creator. I'll talk about him a little bit later. But hey, Donald's here. Mrs. T. Donald says hi.
Good morning, Donald. Good morning, everyone.
Donald, I got your envelope, and you should, I don't know, maybe you received already. As soon as I got your envelope, I sent a package to you, my friend. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get started in just a moment. We're going to explain the rules. Hey, Patriot Stacker is here. Hey, Patriot, good to see you here. And I'm going to explain the rules. Basically, it's this. You don't need to be a member to participate. I know some auctions are like that. I'm not like that yet. I might go to that, but I don't think so. So far, so good. Most people have been, who have won auction items have been paying and things like that. So everything's working pretty smoothly. But if you do win an auction, scrolling across the bottom of your screen, you should see Cash App is $T the Silver Stacker, and then Venmo is @T the Silver Stacker, and PayPal is @T the Silver Stacker. So pretty easy peasy. If you win, all I ask is that you pay the same day. Reason being, we ship like next day. So Mrs. T and I will be packaging up like tonight and especially tomorrow, and trying our best to get stuff out tomorrow or Tuesday morning at the latest. based on people getting their payments done. So I'd appreciate that. I know Mary from last week was asking about that. That's how it works, Mary. And I'd appreciate prompt payment. That way we can get your stuff out sooner the better. Let's see, what else? Oh, by the way, if you decide you want to be a channel member, for everybody else, shipping is $5. But if you'd like to join and at a level 2, 3, or 4 as a channel member, I'll give you free shipping just as a way of saying thank you. I appreciate it. It works out well that way. And so that's what we do for our level 2, 3, and 4. Level 2 is only like $6.99 a month. So if you plan on participating in auctions, unknown one is a new member. Thank you, unknown. And every week we've been gathering up new members. So unknown is our newest member. Some of you were already members at like level 1 and upgraded to level 2, 3, or 4. That way you get the free shipping. And this has worked out so well. Mrs. T and I were having this conversation to and from Schaumburg, Illinois, that we plan to continue. And we're having fun with it as long as I could source cool stuff. And that's the whole idea, is finding cool stuff. I don't want to kind of show up some weekend with junk. I want to show up with cool stuff. And for example, this 86 Libertad, where do you find those? They're not very common. And I was able to make a deal with one of my coin shop buddies. And here you go, from his hand to mine to yours. All right, guys. Well, we always started a tradition. Hey, Welchko. It's a tradition here to start with a giveaway. So we haven't even sold anything, and I'm going to give away just a little 40%er, a little free silver to show up in your mailbox. Whoop. And hey, why not? And we'll see how good a trivia folks you are.
Always RH.
And yeah, RH, is RH here? If we could get this one in before RH arrives, some of you might actually have a chance, because there's this dude named RH who wins everything. He's either a psychic or a clairvoyant. I don't know. He probably knows the questions before we even know them. And I promise you, he's not my cousin in the next room or something like that. He's just a dude who's really good at trivia. So this is going to be a quick one. This is not only going to be a challenge for your skills and your viewership, because this one's about my channel, but it's also going to be who can type the fastest, because I think I'm throwing out a softball here, Mrs. T, on the first one. I think so. Without any further ado, is RH here? Okay, here we go. What's the name of Sherry's shop? She's known as the owner of that shop, and she has a larger than life personality, and her honesty is fabulous. But what is the name of her shop over there in Illinois? And here we go. Let's see. Welchko, you probably know the name. Let's see if you're a fast typer.
Look above the Welchko.
And what is somebody needs to put them in the trunk. RH is here?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. All right, what let's see. What are you looking at, Mrs. T? Let's see. Okay. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. I'm telling you guys. RH has, I didn't even see that. Yeah. RH has Pentagon Strength Internet. I'm telling you. That guy, oh my goodness. RH, oh boy. I don't know. I've been contemplating, putting a cap on how many times one person can win. I'd be happy to give this little 40% away to anybody who wins it. RH just happens to be the guy, and RH fair and square, you got it again. Are you ever going to reveal your secret, RH, as to how you do it? Because we don't like to know. My goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if RH is a bot. RH, are you a bot? Respond. RH, are you a bot? All right, let's start with a coin that everyone is familiar with. And everyone, and by the way, this is for RH. Got to give it up to the trivia master. I would like to go to the casino with RH, or better yet, go to Hollywood and one of the game shows with RH, because I'm sure he'd win everything. This one is a coin that everybody's been complaining about for the last couple of years. And that's because the premiums have gotten so high on American Silver Eagles. And it's a shame because I stacked most of mine in the 19, 20, $21. I remember the good old days when we were complaining about, oh my goodness, $20 for American Silver Eagle. And here we are. Most of us are paying like $40 for these things or more. I'm showing this side because I love that tone. Somebody throw out a buck and get us started for the beautiful toned reverse ASE. And here we go. That is a gorgeous toner right there. And we'll see who gets this one. I haven't seen any bids come through. Okay, TNT puts in 20. And there we go. We've got us an auction going on. Several people are interested. Fancy Nancy, I like your name. Fancy Nancy. James Schultz is at 23. And let's see where the beautifully toned up ASE goes. And let's see. Let me check the lighting in here. I always mess with this. I think the natural light might be a little too bright for you guys. Let's go with that. I might turn off one of these bulbs here. Burn my fingers here. Yep. Okay.
32, 33, 35 unknown.
Okay. We've got unknown at 35. Unknown, thanks for becoming a channel member. Just a reminder, we're adding new channel members every single week. And we'd love for you to join and support our cause of a little gas in the tank for going to all these coin shops. And, it's a lot of fun. So I appreciate your subscribership or membership. Unknown to 35. What year is it? This is a 2000. And I don't quite remember the mintage on 2000. But I do have, I won't bother to go grab my handy red book. I just got the new red book.
Oren is at 35 first.
Okay, Oren was at 35 first. So Oren, you're in at 35 on the toned up ASE. 35. Oren, thanks, Mark. Thanks for having my back there. By the way, Mark is my numero uno moderator. Let's hear it for Mark, everybody. Fancy Nancy is at 38 is what I'm seeing on my screen. And let's see here, $38 on the ASE. And let's see. And the custom is, I say going once. I pause for a little while. And, that's under 10 mil mintage for that 2000 ASE. Hey, thank you very much, SGT. Thank you very much. And that's low as far as ASCs go. Unknown is at 39. And my typical is I will say, okay, going one time like I'm doing right now. And then I'll say going two times. And eventually I'll pause for again and I'll say the S word, sold. And what'll happen is any bids under that are irrelevant. So I have unknown at 39. I think 40s are kind of the norm. Fancy Nancy is at 40. And north of 40 is kind of the norm for ASEs these days. And it's incredible, but that's where we're at. And this one's from 2000. So I'm going to say Fancy Nancy going one time on the little toned up ASE, pretty toned. And I will say going two times. Now, what you should know is after I say going two times, I pause for a little while. If another bid rolls in, the whole process starts over again with the going once, going twice, and then sold. So I will see. And then sometimes the snipers are out and they try to time when I type in the word sold. And let's see, Mrs. T, are you seeing any bids coming in. Going once, going
I
twice.
see Nancy at 40.
Sold to Fancy Nancy at $40. And hi, Seven Stacks. Nice to have you back here. Hey, we're 83 strong this morning. And this next one is for real and fans of the channel. And congratulations on that win, Fancy Nancy. And this next one, Mrs. T and I have an office in our house. It basically was one of our kids' bedrooms. It's been converted into an office. Mrs. T was helping me clean in preparation for today. And she had a box in her hand. She goes, "Should I throw this away?" And I said, "No." And I looked inside, and it had one of my old channel slabs in it from when I was making. These are from 2022.
Mhm.
Some of you who have been with me for a while know that before I even started Silver Pours, I was, you guys all know I'm the Libertad fanatic. I was making channel slabs with my favorite coin and putting it in my own professional grade slab and sending these around the country and actually in some cases literally around the world to fans of the channel. I had one in a box somewhere, and there's my autograph. There's the date. This is from May of 2022. Gosh, almost a year ago to the day. Real close. This was number 22. Whoa, as I drop it. And here it is. Somebody throw out a bid. Start it wherever you want. Start it at $1 for all I care. I think it's going to go pretty well because I know I have quite a few fans of the channel here. And here you go, guys. We've got 35 on the old school Libertad. That is a 1985 Mexican drop discount. 45 to Gary S on the old school Libertad, but also a piece of T the Silver Stacker channel history right there, my friends. Let me turn off that other light. And as you guys bid, I don't know if that helps at all. Oh, I know. The lights that are bothering me are these lights.
You cannot
There
too
we
dark
go.
though.
Okay.
You can put one back.
All right. Let's try that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there you go. I stepped away to mess with the lights. Yeah, Mark, that's correct. I was selling these for $70. They were shipped all over the country, all over the world.
Gary S. 45.
And so we have Gary S. at 45,
Seven.
7 at Unknown at 46, 7 at 47. And yeah, let's
Mark
see.
says it's better lighting.
Oh, thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had. We were kind of scrambling this morning. RH is at 60. Thank you, RH. And yeah, they were going for like $70 plus shipping around the country. And so this will literally be your last chance to get one of these from me because this is the last one. I have one on my table downstairs, and that will stay there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And this could be yours. Okay. So I've got RH at 60 and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say RH going one time. I like to keep things moving as long as people are bidding. And we'll try to keep the action flowing. So don't want anybody to get bored. I've got some cool stuff. I've got Brian Elliott at 65. Thank you, Brian. And we'll see what happens. RH. I've already given RH about 2 pounds of 999 silver so far in giveaways. So maybe he'll come back with a higher bid. I don't know. Just kidding about that. And yeah, RH, I should just send you just a tube of for all of those 40 percenters. I'm going to say Brian Elliott going one time. And who it is? There's RH 70. Mm-hmm. And by the way, bidding increments under $100. The minimum bid is $1. So you could bid $1, you could bid $5, $7, whatever. Try to put somebody away with a $20 bid if you want. once it gets to $100 or higher, then the bid increment minimum is $5. So I'm looking at RH at 70, and I'm going to say going one time. And let's see if Brian responds. And we got a little bit of a battle here. We had some major battles over the last couple of weeks on some really cool stuff. And I'll say going two times. And Mrs. T, do you see any other bids coming in? I customarily wait about 8 seconds or so, and before I use the S word. And going once, going twice.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, ooh, just in the nick of time. Well, I want to make sure I pronounce this name. I read it all the time. Noise or Noisu at 75. And unknown says 77 in the room. Hit that like button. All right. Unknown is at 77.
No. I think he means 77 people in the room.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, he means, Mrs. C informed me, he means 77 people in the room. So the bid to Noisu is 75. Okay, so $75 is the bid. Don't worry, we'll get it all straight. And this is a friendly room. If I make mistakes, you guys, sometimes we've had some of our bidders make mistakes, like accidentally put in an extra digit or something like that. It's a friendly room, guys. So I've got $75. Let's see. Noise at one, going one time.
Yeah.
And 75 to Noise going two times. And wait till you see the coins I have coming up for you next. Don't go away. And going once.
No IQ. It's called He's No IQ.
Oh, no IQ. I get it.
No
IQ.
Thanks, No IQ.
All right. Mrs. T, do you see any other bids before
No.
Okay, going once. Going twice. Sniper time. All right. I hit the sold button, so that means $75. And thank you, No IQ, very much. And I'm guessing you probably have a pretty high IQ. Just don't like to brag. Okay. Next, we have a coin. Let me show you this side of it first. There you have the queen. This is from Nui and Elizabeth II, 2022. So like one of the last coins that she was on because she passed. And there she is, the old queen, 2022. And on this side, we have we have Darth Vader from Star Wars. And I don't know if any of you are nerdy Star Wars fans like I am, but I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, so I do enjoy my Star Wars. And there you've got the villain himself, Darth Vader. Jay Swartwood starts the coin off at 20. We can go with that. And we'll see where Darth Vader goes. Will the force be with Fancy Nancy or with someone else? Because Fancy Nancy has it at 22 on the Darth Vader coin. 1 ounce of pure silver, and unknown is at 35. That's more like it. And because, I'll tell you what, I think there's a new Star Wars coming out in the year, is it 2025? I mean, they spread them out so far, but you can rest assured that I will be in the theater with Mrs. C and my girls and a gigantic tub of buttered up, highly salted popcorn and a Coke, enjoying my Star Wars movie. I have Jay Swartwood at 37. Jay at 37. And unknown, you are out at this point in time on the Darth Vader. And that's a cool one there. And you've got his silhouette in the background that says Vader. Him with a lightsaber with a kind of a cool pose. And you've got unknown at 40. Jay Swartwood, you are out. and Unknown is up. Silver Forever is here, another awesome content creator. Good stuff from Silver Forever, guys. And again, this one is a coin. So I'm going to say going one time to, let's see, Unknown. And let's see if anybody else goes. There's 2 times. Let's see if anybody else bids on Darth Vader, because right now it's at 40 with Unknown. And Mrs. T, do you see any bids?
Chase Wentworth, 41.
Oh, Jay fired back. Woo, just in the nick of time at 41. I was just about to hit that enter button. And let's see if Unknown.
42.
Unknown is at 42. Okay. And in case you didn't know, Mrs. T sees these bids just slightly before I do. 42. We've got a battle here. Unknown at 42. I'll do the same. Going once to Unknown. Going 2 times to Unknown. And Mrs. T.
Oh, Unknown.
There you go. Unknown at 42. All right. Very good. Unknown. Congratulations. And just so you know, particularly Jay Swartwood, Unknown, I have 3 of these. And the question is, Unknown, since you were the high bidder, how many do you want at $42? You could have 1, 2, or 3. And then if you don't take them all, it'll go down to the backup bidder. So Unknown, just let me know. 1, 2, or 3. Thanks, Tuli, for having my back, giving these explanations. Unknown takes 2. And if I know Unknown, he was probably being nice to Jay Swartwood and allowing him to have one at 42. Jay, would you like the last one at 42? Jay, would you like the last one at 42? It is up to you. And we'll wait to hear from you as I'm kind of reaching for the next item here. And let's see. And Jay says, yes, Mrs. T. All right. And thank you, Unknown. Thank you, Jay. Congratulations to you both. Now, the next, you guys know I like my cool stuff, right? What I have next is vintage silver. This is going to be kind of a neat one. I'm going to show you 4 silver bars. They all have a different variety and theme. And you'll have the opportunity, if you win the bid, to pick the one you want. So I'll say, for example, with Mother's Day coming up, there you go. There is Mother's Day. Let me see. I'll zoom a little bit better for you guys. There's Mother's Day, 1 ounce, 999, fine silver, 1973. So Mother's Day, 1973 is the first one. And let's see. We'll put, do we have any more of these? Yeah, we have another one of these little stands. I know there's a guy that has shown up in the past called Gator Train Chaser, and I bought this specifically wondering if he might be here. And it's got a little choo-choo train there, and it's called the General. And this one says 1862 to 1972. So that looks like some early 70s silver there. The next one I really like. This one says State Fair, and the theme is from the America the Beautiful series. It's called State Fair. It has some verbiage there. It's 1 ounce of 999 fine silver with some horses running with the buggies. And it's harness racing. If you're not familiar, I used to go watch the ponies all the time. Mrs. T can attest to that. And not just watching, I can tell you that. And let's see. And then the last one, it is an interesting one. The last one, it appears to be a donkey, and it has a crack on it. You see that crack? That's not just on the plastic. That's actually on the bar. And since it's a donkey, I'm just going to dub this one the cracked ass. So if you could either have the train, the Mother's Day, the harness racing, or the cracked ass, your choice, people, your choice. Let's start the bidding at, since this is old and vintage and cool, let's start at $30 and go from there. And SS, hello, how are you, my friend? And so what you're going to bid on is like one price gets you one bar, but you'll have the option of taking 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you'll have the option of whichever one. Say you want like 2 of them. If say this RH takes the choo-choo train and the cracked ass, the other 2 will be available. So it'll be his choice. Oh, Gator Train Chaser is here. Gator, I bought this specifically for you yesterday. But I'll tell you what, it's anybody's chance to win these. You've got a nice variety. And again, Mother's Day is coming up. And I will ship this tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest. This will come in time for you to give to your mother, maybe with some chocolates, a rose, a potted plant, nice Mother's Day gifts. Mrs. T, on Mother's Day, I always take Mrs. T out for a nice luncheon. We go to usually White Castle, but this year I have a coupon for what is that place called? It's Long John Silver's. I have a coupon for Long John Silver's, Mrs. T. So, nice, Dollar General too. A nice, fish dinner on Mother's Day for you. I have Gator Train Chaser at $39. And I don't know, maybe Gator Train wants the choo-choo and all 4, or he wants just the train. I don't know. Yeah, you could also give your mom the Mother's Day and the cracked ass if you'd like. That's totally an option. Whoever wins. Here we go. All right. We've got Gator Train Chaser at $39. I have a feeling I know which one he's going to take, but there is quite a few other people interested. And here we go. Going one time to Gator Train Chaser. I thought for sure these would be $40 or above, but hey.
RH 40.
Okay, there we go. RH is at 40.
41 Tiger.
Tiger's at 41 for the old, cool, vintage silver. And I'm looking at Tiger at 41 above Gator.
Gator's 40.
But then Ghost Watch and Ace comes in at 42. Gator's at 43. Now we've got an auction and an interesting time indeed. I am curious. I know Gator Train is going to take that one. But who will take the Mother's Day? My personal favorite is the harness racing because I used to go to the harness races. But how do you not like a cracked ass? Tell me. Okay. Gator is at 45.
You may just have to keep that one.
Tiger is 46. And here we go. Going one time to Tiger. And he wants the cracked ass. Going 2 times to Tiger. And we've got sniper time coming up.
RH 47.
Oh, RH is 47. There's a battle for the cracked ass. Well, this one will go down in history. That is,
if they want that one.
It is a nice ass, that's for sure. Okay. Enough jokes. Here we go. Going one time to RH at 47. Going 2 times to RH at
Tiger
47.
Tiger 48.
And then Tiger pounces at 48. And we're having fun here. We have over 90 people, and we appreciate you guys showing up for Cranky. Here's how it works. Whoever wins gets their choice of 1, 2, 3, or 4 of these. and it's a nice little variety of old early 70s art bars. That's what these things are called. Matter of fact, they've written books about art bars. There's quite a beautiful variety. I kind of collect them myself. And so I'm going to say going one time to Tiger at 48, going two times to Tiger at 48, and let's see. Oops. Going once, going twice. Mrs. T, what do you say? There you go. Tiger, congratulations. And you get the choice. You could take 1, 2, 3, or 4 on that. Congratulations, Tiger. You got it. Welchco, thank you for being here. And Tiger, just let us know which ones you want, and the backup bidders could have their choice. Yeah, that's per piece. We wouldn't give, for $48, we wouldn't give away 4 ounces of silver.
RH wants a state fair one.
All right, RH wants, wait, wasn't a Tiger the winner?
Yeah, but Tiger asked him.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And Gator wants Choo Choo.
Okay, so Tiger, that leaves, let's see. Well, you tell me, Tiger, you're in the driver's seat. You tell me what you want, just to confirm, make it all on the up and up, and then we'll go from there because you are the man. So Tiger, we'll wait. And Mrs. T, if you see it before me, let me know what Tiger officially chooses. And let's see. Do we, Tiger? Just let us know. I know these other guys want some, but you tell me in the comments which one you want. All right. Tiger's hearing from the other fellas. And Tiger is the winner here. And so Tiger, just let us know which ones.
Okay, so he wants the other 3, but I thought that Gator wanted the train.
Let's see. I know Gator Train Chaser wants the train.
Is that correct?
But it's Tiger's in the driver's seat. He has to tell me. And I know RH wanted another one.
Oh, okay.
So what are we doing here?
Tiger wants all 3.
Tiger wants all but the train?
No, all but the fair. Because RH wants the fair.
Okay, RH takes all but the fair. So the fair goes to RH, according to Tiger.
Make sure. Let's wait for Tiger.
Tiger, let us know. Do you want?
He said let Thule pick one.
All right. Tiger, I know Gator
is out.
Didn't win, but I don't know if Tiger is going to give Gator the train or let him have it for 48.
Tiger says let Gator have the train if he wants.
Okay, so back to you, Gator. Gator, do you want the train for 48?
And then
Gator says he'll take the train. Okay.
So Gator.
These two are for Tiger, and then Tiger is offering Thule one as a gift. Thule, do you want Mother's Day or the infamous cracked ass? Your choice, Thule. Tiger will take the last one. I think I got it straight. Thule, you let us know which one you want. And I'm going to put these aside and get ready. Mrs. T, I certainly hope you got that all figured out. And I don't, Thule wants the donkey. She's calling it the donkey.
The donkey nut.
All right, there you go. Thule has some class. And so the Mother's Day goes to Tiger. State Fair was already taken by RH, if I remember correctly, but I'm all goofed up at this point. All right, let's do some gold. Let's do some gold. Gold Rush in a nice card. And by the way, in case you're wondering, this is the last one I have. I don't have any more. Don't ask me how many grams this little piece of gold is. I have no idea. It's basically a cool display, your very own authentic gold nuggets, a real gold nugget in there, in a cool card suitable for framing. And we're going to start the bidding at $15 and see where it goes. And in the past, those went far north of that. On the cool display piece, Gold Rush. And I don't know if any of you are like me. So, and by the way, this is for Tiger and RH and Gator and Thule, all who wound up with one of those little art bars. And I don't know if any of you are like me, but I've always fantasized of what it would have been like to use a pan like this old prospector, swish it around in a river somewhere in a stream bed, and find something like this little gold nugget that you have here for you. And so I'll tell you what, here we go. Let me take a look. We're at Ghost Watch and Ace is at 22. We've got a lot of interest in this. The last one, don't know if I'll ever get any more of these ever. I have no idea. The dealer I got it from, I got what I could. And who knows if he has any more. I don't know. I really don't know. But we're at Ghost Watch and Ace. That's a really good deal on a little gold nugget. The gold content alone is probably worth more than that, let alone being in a cool card that you can put in a little frame and put on display. I've got Chris with a K is at 23. Chris with a K is at 23. Thanks, Thule, for helping to clean all that up. And Chris with a K is at 23. Let's see if any of the other interested parties, Ghost Watch and Ace, or any of the others, go north of 23. But in the meantime, I'm going to kind of, there's Ghost Watch and Ace is at 24. Let's see if Chris with a K answers back. It is a cool piece. I will tell you that. I'm going to say Ghost Watch and Ace is going once. Let's see Chris with a K, see what he does. He responds. Ghost Watch and Ace going 2 times. And we'll see. Here we go for the little gold nugget. Maybe one day we will go pan for gold. Chris with a K is at 25. Ghost Watching, you're out on the last one of these, the very last one. And let's do it again. Going one time. We've got a little battle going back and forth. TJF, you are out at 25. Chris beat you. So 26 would be your bid, TJF. Ghost Watching Ace is at 26. And Cranky, I don't know where I could possibly go panning for gold. I don't think I could do it here in Indiana. I'd be better off trying to metal detect at the beach or something like that. But man, out west in the clean, fresh air, that would be a trip of a lifetime. Going 2 times, and we're at Ghost Watch and Ace is at 26. And Chris with a K responds back at 27. I see you, Chris. And yeah, this is a nice piece for a gift. I agree. And especially like an entry type of piece, if you're trying to talk silver and gold and precious metals, as I have many times with my friends and family, nice little conversation piece.
With the king at 20, Ghost Watching at 28.
Okay, Ghost Watching is at 28. We've got a little battle going back and forth for the last one of these that I have. I had several, and I've auctioned them in previous weeks, but this is the last. And Ghost Watching fires back at 28. We've got a nice little battle going here, guys. This is kind of fun to see these guys going back and forth at it. Going once, going twice. Snake River. And the highest bid I see.
Chris with the 29.
Chris fires right. All right, these guys are going mano a mano.
TJF 29.
Man to man. Oh, we've got a 3-way battle, actually. I've got Chris with a K is in the lead at 29. Let's see who takes it to 30. Right now, Chris has got it at 29. I'm going to say Chris with a K going one time.
TJF.
Okay, TJF responds at 30. Okay. And so let's see. TJF going one time at $30. TJF going 2 times at $30. Let's see if any of these other guys want to up it $1 or $2. And Mrs. T, do
Chris
you?
with a K at 31.
Oh, it is up at 31. Chris with a K is not letting go and wants that little gold nugget. And there you go. I'll say Chris with a K going one time. Chris with a K going two times.
Ghost watching was 31 first.
Oh. Good catch, Toolie. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost watching Ace had a 31 ahead of Chris with a K. So, Chris, you are out. And then Donnie shows up at 31. You're out as well. Ghost watching Ace has it at 31. Mark, thanks for having my back. 32 or higher. Chris at 32. And we got ourselves a battle. It's like a couple of old prospectors in a stream bed fighting over, a little claim and swinging pickaxes at each other. We got a real battle here. All right. I'm going to say, well, who the heck is in the lead right now? I have Chris with a K at 32.
But TJF 35.
TJF up some to 35. And I'll say TJF at 35 going one time. TJF going two times. And let's see if that bid increment that popped it up a bit is enough to get the other guys off, or if TJF will take it at $35. Going once, going twice. Mrs. T, any other bids?
That's it.
All right, TJF. Hi, Supreme Ginger Stacker. Glad to have you here, and congratulations. And guys, if you didn't win, thank you for battling. That was a good one. All right, guys. Here we go. What we're going to do now is, and we're almost at trivia time. We've got a couple more items, including this right here. We've got ourselves a face revealer, a beautiful little proof-like Engelhard bar. I wised up this week, and for your convenience and just to make it look prettier, I put it in a nice little plastic case there. So now you can handle it without any fear of getting your fingerprints on it. This is the beautiful, super shiny face revealer Engelhard. If you know anything about Engelhards, you know that this is the big E with the little bull logo. It's serial number, and it's right down there at the bottom. So each one of these little bars back in the day had its own serial number. And let's start this one off. Or I'll start with that, $35. And I'm sure it'll go far north of that, but let's start her off at $35. Good luck finding one of these in a coin shop anywhere. Revolution is at 40. Roman is at 45. You guys know what you're looking at, something cool. And Roman Empire Metals is at 45. This is a pretty one. Mary is at 50. And Ghost Watching Ace is at 50 as well. Mary, I just have to ask, were you able to get on and pay via Venmo because you didn't have the chance to figure that out last week? Mary, you're at 55. And let me know, Mary, if you are able to figure that out. And Oren is at 60. Oren is at 60. Oren is at 60. And Mary's at 65. Okay. And Mary, were you? Please answer. Let me know if you were able to figure out the Venmo that I gave you this morning. And yeah, that's Roman is saying can't be betting and not paying. And Mary, let me know because I might have to ask you to refrain from bidding this week until you pay for the previous week. So I'm going to say the high bid right now is Oren at 60. And Mary, I would appreciate it. Send an email. All right, let me check my email real quick. All right.
Okay, well, we have Oren.
Let me see here. Okay, so Mary,
Mhm.
I do see your email. I see that you are sincere, and I'm going to honor your bid at 65. I will honor your bid at 65. All I ask is that you please settle up today for last week's and whatever you happen to win this week. And so, maybe I'm too nice. I don't know, Mrs. T. We'll see if Mary is sincere for real. But either way, Mary is the leader at 65. 65. All right, I'm going to say Mary going one time. Mary going two times. And anybody else? Okay, I'm going to say sold to Mary. And Mary, here's what I'm going to.
Roman got it 66.
Okay. No, Roman is below the sold sign. And so is. All right, so here's what we're going to do.
Roman's right above.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roman got it at
At
66.
yeah, before you hit the sold.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. So, Mark, do me a favor, confirm on yours, and Tuli also, that you see Roman Empire.
Yeah.
At,
Mark says yes, Roman wins.
It's Roman got it at 66.
Yes.
So, got it. Okay, thank you, Welchko. Thank you, other guys. Mary, I'm sorry you were out, but we're going to see how many of these Roman ones, because I've got a nice little stack of 10. So Roman at $66, you let me know how many you want, and then we'll hand it to the other bidders to see how many they want. So Roman, congratulations, by the way. I clicked off my little sound effect to go check Mary's email, and that is for Roman.
Okay, he wants one.
And Roman, you take one.
And
so
then Tiger says what Roman don't want, I do.
Okay, so Roman takes one.
Okay.
And here you go.
Okay.
Mrs. T.
Got it.
And let's
Tiger
see.
says what he doesn't want, he'll take.
All right, so Roman wants one. Tiger takes the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Tiger.
Tiger says 2.
Tiger says 2.
Okay, 2.
No, 3. Tiger takes 3. All right.
Tiger takes 3.
All right. $66. Anybody else want one? Just say bin at 66 if you want one, and we'll look in order. Who has one? Bin at 66. Bin at 66 if you want 1, 2. Just let me know how many you want. And you guys help me keep track of these.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay.
Anybody else? Let's see if anyone rolls in at $66, and that goes for Mary or any of the other folks who are interested in these. Just say bin 66 and let me know how many you want. So let me scroll down, and Mrs. T, if you can take a look and see if anybody else wants one at 66. If not, let's see.
Bin 2, RH, bin 2 at 66.
Okay, RH, bin 2. There you go, Mrs. T. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left at 66. If you could hand me one of those little blank cards and then put bin 66 on. Oh, Mary takes one. Mary, there you go. Add, you know what, make another plate, a separate plate for Mary. We'll add it all up later. Mary takes one. Last call. We've got 3 left. Boom, right there. Without revealing my face, we've got 3 of these little guys left.
Steve Oakey says I'll take one at 66.
Okay. Oh, Steve Oakey takes one. Mrs. T's hustling over there.
Okay.
And 2 left. Anybody want these last 2? Anybody? Yeah. You're right, Robert. They are normally pretty toned, and there's 2 left. And by the way, these are for the folks that have taken one. Da Vinci Custom Guitars takes one, Mrs. T.
Okay.
And there's one little lonely one left. The only question is, last chance, who's going to take the last little lonely one? Roman Empire takes the last one. There you go.
So
Roman Empire gets
takes 2.
one more.
One more.
So that's add that to his
Okay.
total. All right. Woo! All right. Who is ready for some poured silver? Not my poured silver. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to pour this week. And Mrs. T, I thought we had 2 of these. Do we have 2 of these?
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to show them both to you. The winner could take one, or they can take both. This is, and by the way, we're going to have a giveaway right after this. These 2 are from a silver pour artist called Pit Bullion. And let's see here. Pit Bullion, these are only little half-ouncers. They're little half-ouncers. Let's see. Wait a minute. Didn't you want to keep this one for yourself?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. Just one. Sorry. I don't want to give away Mrs. T's cute little bear. Sorry about that, guys. We'll start this one at $10. It's a half-ounce, $10 silver pour from Pit Bullion. $10. There you go. Almost gave away your bear, Mrs. T.
I know. I don't know.
Little cubby bear. I need some more coffee, I think. Ray Rice is at 14 on a half-ounce. TNT is at 16. Anybody familiar with Pit Bullion? This is there's his logo there. His little stamp on the back of the cute little bear. And Thule might want this to go with her donkey. I don't know. Keep the animal theme going. We've got 22 at Ghost Watch and Ace. Here we go. Zoom in on the little teddy bear. There he is. And we're at Ghost Watch and Ace at $22 on the little silver pour. And I will have to tell you, I pour in ounces, and even an ounce is hard to pour. Pouring a half ounce, extremely. Let's see. That isn't a cubby bear. Stop with that. You know what, James? This is a beautiful cubby bear, and that's why someone made it. Nobody's making that sock stuff. Nobody wants that sock stuff.
Oh boy.
All right, Ghost Watch and Ace, $22. Yeah, pouring small amounts is really, really difficult. I have not gotten good at it. I can tell you that. And I'm going to say Ghost Watch and Ace was at 22. This is half ounce. This is half ounce, by the way. Going 2 times on an original silver pour from the silver pour artist, Pit Bullion. Yeah, steady hand indeed. And Mrs. T, do you see any bids north of $22?
No.
Going once? Going twice?
Well, TJF 23.
Oh, TJF sniped it at 23. Just as I was hitting the enter button, I'm looking at TJF at 23. That is a good buy. Woo-hoo. That for an original silver pour. I'm glad we kept one of those, Mrs. T.
Me too.
All right. So on to giveaway time. Here we go. We've got another little 40%er. I would be happy to throw that in your package if you win something, or if not, I'll just send it to you, and that's all you wind up with today. This, again, is for the real fans of the channel. If you watched my short from Friday night, last night, Mrs. T and I met a really nice lady. Her first name was Kimberly, and I did a short with her. And RH, yes, step away from the keyboard. What Kimberly showed us some awesome currency. And let me put that up there and zoom out just a little bit. The question is, what was Kimberly's last name? And I'll give you a hint. It's the last name of one of my favorite music artists. What was Kimberly's last? Oh no. You gotta be you gotta be kidding me. Are you man, our age? All right, listen. Either everybody else is slacking or our age. If I was in a gunfight, I would want RH with me on my side.
I agree.
Good grief, RH. If it's Kimberly Cash, and here's the answer right here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just call this the RH giveaway segment instead of a giveaway. Oh yeah, I know. Rye Rice. I swear it appears to be rigged.
Yeah.
I don't care who I give this to. I give this to anybody. I'd give anybody but RH. RH keeps winning. Oh my gosh. RH.
All right.
The heck? Superhuman.
Yeah.
Guy's some kind of robot or something. Yeah. All right.
Because I don't even try anymore.
Yeah, you're causing everybody to give up. All right. Listen, I'm even going to lower the volume for this clap. Look, this is for RH.
No.
A golf clap.
He did fine.
Just kidding, RH. You won fair and square. I don't know how you did it, but who likes Mexican silver? If you watch my channel, you must. And who likes silver stacking? Well, you got the best of both worlds right here. You have 150 centavos, a bunch of 20 centavos. They're 72% silver, and it all adds up to 1.18 troy ounce of silver. Start me off at $20 on the Mexican silver lot here, all one bag. You got it. $20 is the start, and it all equals 1.18 ounces of silver. Whew, RH, my goodness. All right, let me get my cursor down. I've got new comments to look at. RH, okay, I've got Roman at 30. I've got Robbie Bob at 35 is what I'm looking at on the Mexican silver. So I'm not going to lie. These aren't like the most beautiful, numismatic, pristine pieces. They are nice, though. I mean, they're not garbage. You've got the eagle there holding a snake, the iconic obverse there. And there you go. I got Robbie at $35 on 1.18 ounce of interesting Mexican silver. And I'm going to say Robbie going one time. And these make good giveaways as well. Going two times. I should have thought of that before, actually. And let's see, Robbie, any other bids, or will Robbie Bob take it? I've got Ghost Watch and Ace at 36. Roman Empire, you're out. Woo, just in the nick of time. Almost sniped it.
Yeah,
I've got Ghost Watching at 36. And so, Robbie, Roman, you've got a little work to do to be. Oh, there you go. Roman is at 37. Man, I wish I would have thought about keeping those for giveaways. Plata puro. 72% here, 72% on these, but it all adds up to 1.1 ounce. Actually, that's what's going right now for cheaper than U.S. junk silver at 37. But hey, wherever it goes, going one time to Roman at
Mhm.
37. Going 2 times to Roman at 37. As I pause for a sip of coffee. Mrs. T, do you see any other bids?
No, Roman at 37.
Okay, sniper time. All right. Roman. All right. Here we go. And let's see. Steve, okay, I do not send you a message letting you know how much you owe. I'd like you to just keep track on your own. But if you have any questions, on the right-hand side of the screen, you should see my email where it says tthesilverstacker@gmail.com. And that goes for you or Mary or anybody else. If you have any questions, just email me at tthesilverstacker. And if you want a total at the end of the auction, just email me and I'll let you know. And that's how we get her done. Most people just kind of keep track on their own and then just send me the cash via PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. And that should be, if you look closely, should be scrolling across the bottom of your screen. And since I'm explaining all that, I might as well explain. Shipping is $5. But if you feel like supporting Mrs. T and I and the craziness and the traveling that we do for coin shop videos and all that, I will give you free shipping if you're a channel member. All I ask is that you join at level 2, 3, or 4. And we've had people joining every week after week after week, who say, hey, we support what you do and we appreciate it. All right. How many of you appreciate Mexican silver Libertads? Here we go, guys. This is the coin that basically helped me make a name for myself on YouTube. My passion evidently turned into a lot of other people's passions. And like starting in 2020, 2021, people really got into these. And so people started finding my channel because they liked Libertads. You've got the reverse here with the angel. You got the obverse here. All Mexican coinage has the coat of arms on the obverse, but everybody, including myself, loves this side. Maybe just a hair more than the obverse. This is a 2022. Pay special attention to the mintage. I mean, there's like 500,000 of these, 550,000. Compare that to American Silver Eagles. And then people always ask me, why do people pay more for Libertads? Well, look at the mintage compared to ASEs. All right, let's start her off at wherever you want. Gators at 50. There you go. $50. Gator Train Chaser starts us off on the Libertad from T the Silver Stacker. There you go. And Banco de Azteca in capsules. Cool.
Yeah.
I would love to go down to Mexico and get these directly from the bank myself. That would be really
That'd
cool.
be a nice video, wouldn't it?
It would be a fun video, and you and I have not been to Mexico in years. All right, Gator Train Chaser going 1 time on the Libertad, and yeah, the reverse is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, the reverse is really beautiful, but it's that obverse that is just so iconic and unique and beautiful. And Mrs. T and I have actually seen the statue in Mexico City when we went. I've got Steve at 51. Steve at 51. And SGT says the banks in Mexico sell out quick, and quick is capitalized. Yeah, my next door neighbor, Bernie, his cousin lives in Mexico, and he was able to obtain some from him one time. We made a video about it, and that's the word on the street. They sell out quick. And Libertad going 2 times to Steve at 51. And any other bids? Going once, going twice. All right, Steve Oakey, $51. And
Peter Stewart. Oh yeah, Vicky came in at 2 late.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, Peter. You were too late there. I've got, let's see, Steve at 51. However, you might get another chance because I do have a few more. I have 3 more total. Steve Oakey takes the first one at 51. We're going to go to the other bidders and see if they want, and then we're going to throw it out to the crowd. And so who is before Steve? Steve was at 51. Gator was at 50. Gator, do you want one at 51, my friend? Gator, do you want one at 51?
Peter also wanted one.
Oh, Steve will take 2.
Okay.
All right, and he's in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Okay.
Gator, do you want 1 or 2 at 51? Because you were the backup bidder.
And then Peter wants one.
Okay, well, let's hear from Gator first.
No,
because
Mark says Peter was next.
Peter was next.
Yeah, and he was.
Was he prior to the sold? Because it should go to whoever was prior to me marking sold. So I think Peter was after sold. Gator was.
Peter and him were going back to back.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Peter, Peter wants 1. So Gator, your chance. Do you want 1? Gator, do you want 1 at $51? Going once to Gator. Going twice to Gator. And I don't see Gator. You got it, Peter? I don't see Gator responding for 51. And
Okay.
Anybody who says bin 51 can have the last one. Anybody who says bin 51 can have the last one. And we will move on to the next piece. I've got some good stuff coming up. Any Ghost?
Can I purchase one?
Ghost, you got it.
Yeah.
This goes
To Ghost Watching?
to Ghost Watch and Ace.
Yeah.
Who asked for 1? Okay, there you go.
Right, that's it.
Libertads are gone, but I always do Libertads in my auctions. So next week we will be sure to have more, and because I know you guys enjoy them. All right, let's move on to something that I've noticed has been pretty popular over the last few weeks, and this is the only one I have. Any of you coin collectors know that for a 1962, this is pure silver. Anything 64 prior is 90% silver, I mean. This is a PCGS MS65 high-grade quarter that I'm dropping, and I'm trying not to face reveal. Start me off at $20, and let's just go from there. And by the way, you can't even get it graded for that little amount. Oren is at 20 on the MS65. And I know in the past, these have gone way high, like up to $50. $20 is the bid. And whoever takes it, takes it. Steve is at 22. Oren is at 25. Again, on a neat piece of numismatic history, graded in a beautiful PCGS holder. If you want to see the reverse, there she is. And here is the obverse with our first president, George Washington. And I'm looking at Oren at 30. We've got several people interested. And by the way, this is for those Libertads guys. For all of you who bid and took one. We've got over 80 people here. Glad to have everybody here. And we've got Oren at 30. Let's see. I see Oren 25. Oren unknown 22. Oren 30. Yeah, Oren, you outbid yourself. Oren, you had it at 25. No, wait. Burgon had it at 25. Oren has it at 30. That is correct. Oren at 30 is correct. Thank you, Mark, for always having my back. And Cranky's got to go. Hey, have a good one, Cranky. Take care.
Bye, Cranky. Take care.
And we'll go Oren at 30, going one time. See if any of the other folks that were interested. Oren going 2 times. Oh, bargain this week. A couple weeks ago, they were at 50, going once, going twice. Mrs. T, do you see any other bids? Let's move on. Congratulations. Ooh, good deal. Orange, good deal. All righty. This next one, Mrs. T and I are having a little bit of a debate on. Some of this next item, I'm going to have to kind of spread out here.
Oh, what do you need?
No, I meant zoom out. Sorry,
Okay.
Mrs. T. You're doing fine there. I'm going to zoom out. This next one, I think, Jesse, don't worry. You're just in time, my friend. We're probably about at the halfway mark right now. We've got over 80 people. We're having fun. And you're either going to love or hate the next item that I have. You're either going to love or hate the next item that I have. And it all depends whether or not you are a toner fan or not. I was able to acquire another string of these Englehards. Now, let me give you the rules, and this is the last one. Here we go. Central Michigan's here. Steve's done. Lollipops. Here we go. They have some of them. I'm going to turn both sides. Whoop, both sides. They have like some of them have like funky spotted tone. Some of you might absolutely love the uniqueness. Others might not like it. But either way, here's the rules. Oh boy, you gotta make me get up, Mrs. T.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here are the rules. What you're bidding on is one coin. You're bidding on one coin. And if you win this coin, there you go. It looks like he's got a little shadow behind him. If you win this coin, you can take 1, you can take 5, you can take all 10 if you want. These are the Big E. These are from 1982. No, excuse me, 1984. 1984, original packaging. The one thing I did notice about these, and I might have to zoom in a little bit. I will do that. The one thing I did notice about these, as I zoom, is the E. Yeah, not only does it have the bull logo, as someone noted, but the E itself has a frosted look to it. Can you see it's not super shiny like the rest? The E has a frosted look to it, and I don't know how well it shows up on my camera. Frosted E, bull logo, 1984. Ooh, 1984 was a good year for me. I was on the baseball all-star team, having fun. Okay, I won't give you all my whole life story, but start me TJF's at 40, and I have no idea whether TJF will take 1, 5, or all 10, or maybe just 3. And I'll have to use the scissors. Some of you guys get so nervous when you see the scissors. You act as though if someone's going to get circumcised or something like that. I'm going to cut these up. There will be no scissor shaming for whoever wins. And whoever wins, I'll put the scissors in the background there. 1984, a good year indeed.
43.
I've got Ghost Watching Ace at 43. And Ghost Watching Ace, if you win, if you take 2, I promise I won't shame you for using these scissors. Some other viewers might, but I won't. It's your prerogative because you win. Snip, snip, says Jay Swartwood. Fancy Nancy is at 44. And Ghost Watching says, let's cut these bad boys. So if you want to block Ghost Watching Ace, Fancy Nancy is doing so right now. All you have to do is be the winning bidder. And Fancy Nancy is at 44 per coin. on the Engelhard Prospectors from 1984. Crazy spotted looking tones, very interesting and unique indeed. And we'll we'll see what happens here. Nancy coming in at 44. I'm going to say going one time. We're not going to spend the whole morning on this, but if you want to bid, now is your time. Now is your time. And I'm going to say Fancy Nancy going two times as I take a sip of water here. I have to tell you, it's been a fun morning hanging out with you guys. And I've got
Gator at 45.
Mark says they're ugly, melt them. You know what? It's up to Gator Train Chaser.
And Ghost Watcher.
And you know, if he wins it, it's his prerogative. He could cut them up and melt them if he wants. I know one of my winners in previous weeks said he was going to put them in a tube. Now, the only way to put them in the tube is to take them out of the plastic. So you do what you want with them, but they are pristine. Gator Train Chaser is up at 45. Ghost Watching Ace is out. You have matching bids. Gator Chain got in there first is what I'm looking at. And I'm going to say Gator going one time. Ghost or Nancy, jump in now or forever hold your peace.
Chris with the K at 46.
And Chris with a K is at 46. And I think most people who have won these have just taken the whole shebang and not left others. So except for Eric with a K. Eric wanted to cut him up. Tigers at 40. I have Chris with a K at 46. Tigers at 47. Tiger is one of the guys who says no to the scissors. No to the scissors. He usually takes the whole row. Chris with a K passes 48 and 49, goes straight to 50. And Mrs. T, they didn't like them. And I think they're cool and unique too. Mrs. T didn't quite think that the spotted tone would appeal to people.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know.
What Mrs. T, that's a thing. People like the tone stuff. And so let's see. I'm looking at Chris with a K at $50.
Yeah.
And Tiger said he will cut this week.
Steve Oakey 51.
Let's see. Steve Oakey's at 51. As I get another drink. Steve Oakey's at 51. I'll say Steve going one time. The other interested parties, you're out. Steve Oakey. Okefenokee Swamp is up at 51. Going two times to Steve O. And anybody else?
Robert 52.
Oh, we've got I didn't see Robert. Is Robert?
No, but then Fancy said 52.
I have Chris with a K at 55. So that kind of makes that a moot point. We're at 55 with Chris with a K. And Tule's backing me up on that. Thank you, Tule. Awesome channel. And Nancy, you're out now. And Steve, you're out now. Chris with a K. We don't know what he'll do. Either take 1, 5, 7, 10. It's up to him. All right. So I'm going to say Chris with a K going one time. And Chris with a K going two times. And then I take a pause and have a drink of water. All right. And Mrs. T, do you have any more bids? Do you see anything else?
No.
Going once. Going twice. To Chris with a K at $55. There you go. There you go. Oh, now, the big question. The big question is, Chris with a K, how many do you want? And congratulations. Right on, Welchko. Chris, you want 1, 5, 10? You could take them all. Piece of history there in those lollipop wrappers, just like when you were a kid and you would go to the bank with your mom and dad, somebody, the teller would give you a lollipop. There they are, lollipop wrappers.
Take 5.
Let's see. Chris with a K takes 5. Okay, uno, dos, tres,
No, oh,
cuatro,
I found the
cinco.
scissors.
Oh boy, here come the scissors.
Scissors.
Right in half. Now let me get it right in the middle there. Boom. Cut. History made. Chris with a K. These are yours. And the question is, who was the backup bidder? Who was prior to the sold? Prior to the sold. Now let me go back up and see where sold is. And you moderators, please help me. I said sold. And then and Chris was in the lead. And then prior to Chris,
Mark says
I'm looking at Fancy Nancy.
yeah,
So if you guys back me up on that, Fancy Nancy, your option. Do you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's up to you. They're at $55 each. Your choice, Fancy Nancy. You are in the driver's seat now. And Nancy, then Robert. So Nancy, you get the choice. Do you want 1? Do you want 2? Robert says no, not me, but it's on Nancy right now. Fancy Nancy, let us know. And by the way,
she says I'm good.
This is Chris with a K.
She said I'm good.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Was there anybody else in above?
Mark says it was Nancy.
Let's see. Steve Oakey was at 51. Steve, do you want any at 55?
Or Robert? Robert, no.
Robert says no.
Steve,
55. It's up to you. Let's hear.
He wants 1.
What's that?
I say he wants 1.
Steve.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the ceremony here. There you go. Right in the middle. Am I looking at that right? Yeah, right there. That's Steve. All right. I'm going to say this. I'm going to throw it out there for the rest of the room. Just say.
Tiger was after Steve.
Oh, Tiger was after Steve. Tiger.
Do you want anything?
Tiger, do you want any at 55? Your priority, your choice. Tiger, do you want any of these? I thought Tiger said he wanted 1 or 2. Tiger, just let us know. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Tiger, 4 left. Your choice. Do you want 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Tiger wants to know 1982 or 84.
Tiger, 84. 1984.
Okay.
Let me take a sip here.
All right.
We'll clean this up. And then we have something else coming up. It is Tiger says, okay, for the 4. Tiger, they are yours. Thank you very much, Tiger.
Okay.
And next we have a silver pour. Here's the current auction. All right. This is a cool one. This is Skull and Crossbones. Skull and Crossbones by the one and only MK Bars. By the way, this is for everybody who bought there. If there are any Silver Pour fans, there you go. It's number 31, MK Bars. Let me show you the other side. The other side's kind of neat. It says MK Bars, $9.99, 1 troy ounce. It has a little skeleton dancing, and very faintly, right over here where my finger is, there is a little treasure chest right here, and the skeleton is dancing by the treasure chest. And then you got this super cool side right here. Let's start it off at $20 and see where she goes. Jay Swartwood's at 35 on the MK Bars. Yeah, they are nice. They are nice. And what you may or may not be able to see, I think you can kind of see around the perimeter, it's hammered. So, I mean, this bar took some effort. Excuse me, not a bar. It's from MK Bars. This little button is round, took a lot of efforts. The stamp is awesome. They did a really nice job of centering that. And we're at 40 with no IQ.
No, 42.
42 with 7 stacks. And yeah, if you were eyeballing that as it was going around and around and around on the carousel, I don't blame you because I think it's a beauty too. 7 stacks at 42 is in the lead. No IQ, you're out. Jay Swartwood, you're out. 7 stacks has it at 42 for an original piece from MK Bars. All right, I'm going to say going one time and get rid of that. And see if anybody wants it more than 7 stacks at 42. I'm going to say going 2 times to 7 stacks at 42. And let's see. Anybody else? Going once, going twice, the customary pause. And going once, going twice. Gold. Let's see. What is this? Dream Big Productions plush bat fan, $4.99. We've overpaid on gas 3 weeks and paid $5.99. We're unhappy about gas prices increasing. So somebody gave us a super chat and they're complaining about gas prices. Hey, I don't like gas prices either, but thanks for the super chat, Dream Big, and congratulations on this. This is a gorgeous little button. I would kind of contemplated keeping that in my own stack, but this one is for you. Yep, 7. Let me get rid of these scissors. Well, actually, let me keep the scissors there for a minute. The next one is, and as we clean off the turntable here, and you know what? I'm gonna. By the way, oops, I'm gonna put this one right here. It's kind of a face revealer as well. Man, oh man, how often do you see these? You know, you guys know I go to a lot of coin shops. Don't see these very often. And that was very nice of that person to give a super chat. Mrs. T, here's for the super chat. All right, here you go. You got the reverse here. Without revealing my face, hopefully. You've got the gorgeous obverse, the coat of arms, 1 ounce, 1986. Is that correct? Yeah, 1986. There she is. What a beautiful lady. Man, I have to keep my finger there to keep the focus. But gosh, for this one, guys, I've got to start this one at $80. I've got to start this one at least at $80, or else I'm keeping her because man, she's a beauty. Man, she's a beauty. And I would not mess around for less than that. SGT knows what he's looking at for $80 start, and even that's a bargain. Central Michigan's at $99 in the beautiful case, 1986 proof, and that's about as pretty as she gets. I've never sent anything in for grading, but this might be like the type where you send in for grading if you choose to. Well, whoever wins it, it's going to be their prerogative. Man, Obverse is flipping nice.
So Robbie 115.
Yeah, that's
Robbie Bomb. Yeah, that's beautiful.
It is. I wish there we go. All right. Well, I'm at Robbie Bob at 115. And yeah, it is shiny. It is beautiful. And that's a classic. 1986. You don't see many of those. You guys know I go to a lot of coin shops. I was pretty shocked when one of my guys offered me that. And that was just this last week. And that's one of the, you guys know on my channel, I talk about this all the time. You never know what you're going to find when you go into a coin shop. So my solution to that is I go into a lot of coin shops and I talk to a lot of people and I'm constantly on the hunt. And we've got Robbie Bob at 125. And that's, is that a proof decam? It's a proof. It is a proof Libertad, 1986. Beautiful, beautiful obverse here. Beautiful, beautiful reverse here. This is like a collection showpiece from 1986. There she is.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's the focus, right about there. All right. I'm looking at 125 and one time. Very pretty. 125 to Robbie Bob. And if any of you other interested parties want in, 2 times.
Yagi won 130.
Oh, Yagi is at 130. Okay. Got it. I see it, Mrs. T. Thank you. And let's see.
And Tiger's waiting.
Yeah, Tiger's on a mission for the 2-ouncer. I have some 2-ouncers in my personal collection that will always remain in my personal collection, despite my good buddy Tiger trying to persuade me to cough one up. Not going to happen, Tiger, my friend. And but if I find one at a coin shop, it's yours. Let's see. I'm looking at Yagi at 130. Tiger, let's see, Yagi at 130. Going one time. I know there's some interested parties. Just being honest, Tiger. Just being honest. Some of my Libertads, well, basically my personal collection, cold dead hands. I'll tell you that. You're not going to pry them out. After I'm gone, Mrs. T can pry them out of my cold dead hands and auction them off. Just kidding. Hopefully those will be passed out to my kids or grandkids someday. I'm going Yagi at 130, going once, going twice. Da Vinci, first time here. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Hope you're having a nice time. We're getting ready to sell this Libertad. Going once, going twice. Sniper time. Sold. And who did win that one? That was Yagi.
Yep.
Nice. Robbie Bob, I see you came in after on my screen. What I'm looking at is 135. I am sorry. It went to Yagi at 130. Just a second, a hair late on that one. That's a beauty. That's going to go in a nice box just like this one right here. And it'll be sent across the country. All right. Oh, boy. Let me catch my breath before we start this one. You see those scissors there? I left those there for a reason. And I'm going to surprise you with something you guys have never seen, because I've never seen anything like this until I got hooked up with these. Oh, Canada, you've got the queen, the young middle-aged looking queen. Oh, man, she looks like she's about maybe 45 or so there. Maybe you Canadians can tell me. These are 2001 maples. There you go, man. No toning, no like milk spots on these. And I know the early Canadian maples were prone to milk spot. Not these. They are pristine. So I just mentioned something about sending things in for grading. These are as pristine as you can get. I'm no coin grader. I'm not going to speculate like which one of these are MS70s, but I'd be willing to bet there are some MS70s in here because they are in perfect condition.
How many and what year?
The year is 2001, and we all survived Y2K. Remember that,
Yes.
Mrs. C? We survived Y2K just a year earlier in the year 2000. And then 2001, Canada was churning these babies out. Gosh, let's just start at $30 on one individual coin. And it's the same rules as that you're all accustomed to. You could take one, you could take two, or we'll be cutting this up like Canadian bacon using the scissors. Your choice, whoever wins, your choice. I'll leave the scissors right here. No scissor shaming on the maples. And we've got Chris with a K at 35
Mm-hmm.
on some pristine Canadian
Mm-hmm.
maples. And there you go. Chris with a K at 35. I'm
Gator
guessing
37.
it'll go higher than that because these are beauties.
Gator 37.
And they're not rounds. These are coins from Canada.
Yeah.
I've got Gator at 37 is what I'm looking at, and lots of interest from other folks. And, you know, maybe just like the last person that won the Engelhard, maybe Gator will take 5.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll take 6, 2, all 10. I don't know. Fancy Nancy, you bid 37, but Gator Train Chaser beat you to 37. And Unknown, you're out. DK, you're out. Fancy Nancy, you're out. Chris with a K, you're out. I know we've got lots of interested parties here. But we've got Ghost Watch and Ace at 38.
Gator 40.
And we've got Gator at 40 on the Canadian Maples and lots of interested parties. So that will be a good question. If Gator takes all 10, you guys are all out. Sorry. If he shares, maybe you'll get lucky. I don't know. But Gator will be the one in control of that decision. I've got Gator Train Chaser, a fellow Hoosier, moved to Florida, and he's in the lead at 40 smackers. And by the way, you need to pay in American dollars, not Canadian. I don't want any conversions or anything like that. No, I don't accept Canadian money. Gator Train Chasers at $40, American Simoleons. And I'm going to say going one time,
Mm-hmm.
if those interested parties are still interested, there you go. Going once.
Reals or
Ooh, the Silver Sphincter. Maybe. And that's a strong maybe. If you stick around a couple more auctions, you will be impressed. Silver Sphincter. And I'm going, where are we at? I got distracted when I saw 8 real.
And do we accept pesos?
I only accept pesos if they are vintage silver peso. No, just kidding. Going 2 times to Gator at 40 bucks. And Mrs. T, do you see any other bidders beyond the Gator Train Chaser?
I do not.
Okay, going once, going twice, sniper time.
Oh, wait, Ghost Watching 42.
Whoa, man, my finger was poised to hit the enter button, but Ghost Watch and Ace snuck in before I could hit sold. Hey, right back at you, Tiger. Ghost Watch and Ace is at 42. Man, I'll have to tell you my ghost story one of these days.
No.
And not only was it a ghost story, I have a couple of them, but the last one happened in a Masonic temple. And I'm not a Mason, but that's a long story. I won't bore you guys here with it now, but whew, that was a scary one.
Okay.
I almost had an accident. I'm going one time to Ghost Watch and Ace, and going 2 times to Ghost Watch and Ace, and anybody else. I'm typing in the word sold. I haven't hit the enter button yet. I'm going to give my customary pause, and going once, going twice to the Ghost Watcher. Sold to Ghost Watch and Ace. Ghost Watch and Ace, you are in control. Are we cutting these up, or are we going to leave them intact? Ghost Watch and Ace. It's a spooky question, I know. The idea of cutting these up, but it's up to you. You could have them all, or you could cut them up. And let's
take one.
Ghost Watch and Ace takes one. All right, then we're gonna go to backup bidder There's cut that way and a cut that way. Gator Train Chaser, if I remember correctly,
He says he'll take one.
was the backup bidder.
He'll take one.
Gator says snip, snip. You got it. There we go. And snip, snip to Gator Train Chaser at $42. And let's see, who was before those two guys that was interested? And let's see, there's a little bit of a battle there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, Fancy Nancy and DK and Unknown. You guys let me know, you three, let me know if you want any, and we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, Fancy Nancy, DK, you guys let me know. Thanks, Tuli, for helping me there. And by the way, congratulations to both of those guys. Fancy Nancy, DK, let me know. $42 is the price before I open it up to everybody else. And I'll be happy to snip one off for you, and you'll have one in pristine condition. Unknown passes. Fancy Nancy takes two. So here you go, Fancy Nancy. A little careful cut, being very careful. And okay, DK, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
And did we hear from DK? DK, let me know where we're at. DK passes. Okay, it's up to everybody else. $42. Just put bin and let me know how many you want. They're $42, and the seal has been broken. I will cut these up however many you want. $42. There is your option. And let's see, what is next? Oh, right after we have a giveaway. Don't go away. We have a giveaway is next. Ooh, this is a good one.
Do you want to put that up?
Yeah. Da Vinci Custom Guitars takes one.
Okay.
And that means there's 5 left. Cut that way. I'll cut that way for Da Vinci. Boy, I wish I knew how to play guitar. I tried when I was a kid. And let's see, that's for Da Vinci.
Okay.
And anybody else? I'm going to leave these here.
Mm-hmm.
And Mrs. T, if you'll make me a little card that says bin $42, we'll just put that by these.
Okay.
And see if anybody else wants one, or they'll go next week. Just write in a marker, bin $42, so everybody can see it.
Okay.
Welchco is telling us RH took a bathroom break. All right. All right, bin 42 on that.
Okay.
There you go. All right, time for a giveaway. And here you go. Here's your giveaway. Another little 40%er and a little free. Who doesn't like free silver, right? Giveaway time. Now, I happen to meet this guy. And not only that, hung out with him, had Chicago deep dish pizza and drinks with him. And along with Mrs. T and a big group of people. The old Pueblo coin is owned by who? He has a YouTube channel, and it's really good. I watch it all the time. Who is the guy from Old Pueblo Coin? RH? Yeah, time to leave, RH. I hope he's still in the can. And give everybody else a chance to win. Who is Old Pueblo? He worked there forever, and then eventually he had a chance to buy it. And the answer is Ben the Coin Geek. And I'll tell you what, in person, he is as nice and as personable as he is on his program. And so Let's see who answered. Let me scroll up. Mrs. T, I'm about to fall out of my chair.
Yeah.
I'm about to, I think maybe RH just gave everybody a chance. Rick K is the winner. Yes, Ben. Hung out with Ben, had beers with him. Actually, he was having margaritas infused with jalapeno. He is from the Southwest. And awesome dude. Awesome dude. And the streak is broken.
Yes.
RH has won 72 gauze in a row. And the streak was broken by a dude named Rick K. Rick, nice goatee there. Congratulations. Rick K with the beard wins this one. And let me go on. Oh, by the way, that's for Rick. Hey, Rick, either RH took a break and let us all have a chance, or let everybody else have a chance, or you were just quicker than him. I don't know. Here we go. That's the break in the... And let's see. By the way, 42 on the maples, if you're just joining us. The current auction. Let me zoom in here. It's a beautiful silver pour by a silver pour artist named Pit Bullion. Pit Bullion made this beautiful little button here. And it's a 1 troy ounce of silver. It's stamped on the back. And 1 troy ounce, 0.999 FS, fine silver, pit bull. I'm surprised our pit bulls haven't been barking this morning, Mrs. T. And so, it was just $20. This started at $20, and I know it's going to go because where else can you get? Okay, unknown is at 25. Silverstruck is here. Very cool little button. Silverstruck, where have you been, man? Glad you're here, buddy. Rye Rice is at 26. Silverstruck, if you're just getting here, I know you like the stuff that's in the original plastic. $42. Got 5 left, and they're $42 each. I thought you might like to know because I know you like the stuff that is pristine and the old holders. All right.
Chris with the K at 30.
Chris with a K at 30 on the cool little Pit Bullion. Dang, that's like almost the price of a buffalo. And this is actually a hand pour by a real silver pour artist, someone who is respected in the community, named Pit Bullion. Awesome name too, by the way. As I take a sip of ice water, let's see. Ghost watching. Do I pay shipping once I purchase 2 items? Just ghost watching. Pay at the end. And speaking of the end, we're coming down to the end. We have about 5 or 6 more items, and then a final gaw, and then we're done for the day. And here we go. We're coming down to the end. ND. That must stand for Notre Dame. And 32, and 32 to ND. One of my favorite football teams in college football. It is my favorite football team. Silverstruck, glad to have you here. And if you guys aren't familiar, Silverstruck is, and by the way, those Canadian maples are from 2001. Silverstruck. ND is at 32, and we're going to say going one time to ND at 32. Man, that's a bargain on a silver pour. Going 2 times to ND on Pit Bullion silver pour. And I kind of think I might have 7 stacks is at 33. I kind of think I might have kept it if it was going to go for the low 30s. But hey, I throw it out there, and it's up to you guys. That's the fun of an auction. Sometimes you get insanely good deals. Sometimes you overpay a little bit. Either way, if you're here having fun, that's what it's all about. And we've got 7 stacks. Let's see. No, Chris with a K at 33. 7 stacks, you're out. Chris with a K is at 33. And ND, you are out. So right now, Chris with a K is in the driver's seat, and Unknown backs me up on that, and so does Tuli. So Chris with a K at 33, going one time, and we'll see if any of those other interested parties go for the Pit Bullion Silver Pour. I'm hoping to have some of my own original silver pours next week if I get a chance to start pouring this week or do some pouring this week. And anybody else? I know there's a few people that are interested, and it is sniper time. Going once.
Rick K at 35.
Oh, Rick K sneaks in at 35. And TJF, you're out. Okay, now we've got like a low-key battle on.
Yeah.
There's several people that are interested, but they're waiting to try to snipe one another. Sometimes that works. You're just perfect timing. You get it within a split second. Other times you get burned. Your best bet is just to come strong. But if you really, really want it, if you're kind of, could go either way about it, you might try to snipe just to see if you get it. But if you really, really want it, you better try to outbid Rick K at 35, because I'm going 2 times already. We've got other stuff to auction, and let's see where we land on this one. Rick K is in the lead at 35. TJF, you're out. Unknown, you're out. Chris, you're out. Going once. Going twice. Mrs. T, do you say anything there?
No, Rick with 35.
All right. There you go. Congratulations. Hey, Rick K, you might have gotten the bargain of the day. That is nice, heavy little 1 ouncer. And someone asked about 8 reals earlier. 8 reals. All right, here we go. Take a look at this. This is a Cap and Ray, $1 peso, 1904. So if you like the old Mexican numismatics, there you go. Cap and Ray on the reverse right there. This one is MO, Mexico City. If it was GO, that means Guanajuato. And there's also Zacatecas, all different mints from around Mexico. You see the obverse here. You've got República Mexicana, the eagle, the snake, the cactus, the iconic coat of arms, and Cap and Ray. Boom, right there. Let me just put it there. 1904. 1904. Man, that is cool. All right. Start me off at 30 and we'll go from there. Start me off at 30 and we'll go from there. And we'll see if you guys like old Mexican coins. If you do, I'll look for more in the week to come. If you are indifferent about it, well, then I'll find other stuff. All right. I'm at Silverstruck. Boy, I got a lot of interest. The highest one that I'm looking at right now is Rick K at 36. And those, like, if in a coin shop, I'm guessing that's 50 or higher. But I threw it out at 30, and we'll see where we go. I've got No IQ at 40. Silverstruck, you're out. Silver Sphincter at 43. We got ourselves a good auction here. And Silverstruck is at 45 in command. Robert Bruce says, thank you very much, Robert. Thank you for being here. Silver Sphincter is at 48 on the old Mexican coin, minted in Mexico City in the year 1904. Boy, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
And I'll put this side right here. That looks awesome. Silverstruck's at 50. And we've got some, the errors are worth more, but if you have to find people that are interested. And yeah, I'm not so much of an errors guy. Although if you want to know a good channel that knows a lot about Mexican coin errors, it's called The Coin Box. Thanks, T and Mrs. T. Need to step away. Enjoy the rest of the auction. RH, See you next week, buddy. All kidding aside,
Yeah.
really appreciate you being here, and you are the fastest and the best when it comes to those gauze. And we appreciate having you here. I'm going to say going one time to Silverstruck at $50.
Mark says you're lagging pretty much.
Well, we're Mark,
I
we're
see.
coming down to the end here, and
Okay, so
you know, I always get accused of lagging by Mrs. T. Now I've got Mark telling me I'm lagging. So
Silver struck at 50.
okay, Silverstruck at 50, going once, going twice. Ooh, I was just Central Michigan is another dude who likes his Mexican silver, and he's at 52.
Okay.
Ooh, he was up there in Michigan, just kind of waiting. And yeah, I got Central Michigan. Silverstruck, you're out. I'm going Central Michigan, going one time, and we'll see where Silverstruck is on that one. But either way, we won't delay too much. Got some other cool stuff going. Next, going two times, and going once, going twice at $52. Central Michigan Stacker, the customary pause, going once, going twice. So, Mark, thank you. $52, the Central Michigan Stacker. And congratulations on acquiring a neat Mexican piece. And there you go. Central Michigan gets this one, Mrs. T. Just a reminder, we've got some old product here from 2001, $42. Just put bin 42. And for those of you who like the Mexican silver, but missed out, let me see. Here we go. Oh, here we go. These are the only two I have. I acquired them yesterday, thinking of you guys, knowing that you guys love your Mexican silver. Let me move that over. The winner can take one, or the winner can take both. And they're both beautiful. As a matter of fact, I've made videos on this particular coin. It's a 5 pesos. It's from 1948, as you could see. That my pronunciation is going to be terrible, but Cuauhtémoc, that was one of the Aztec emperors and warriors who went toe-to-toe with Cortez and came out on the wrong end. It's 90% silver. It's a big old honking coin, 90% silver, and it equates to 0.868 ounces of silver. So not quite 90%, just a hair under 90%, but it is cool. All right, let me start a low bid at 30, and we'll see where she goes from there. And the winner can take one or both. This one has like a green tint to it. It's kind of hard to see in the lighting, almost impossible, but this one has like a really cool greenish tint to it, or tone to it. This one is blast white silver. And what is on the back of the guy's head? This is a headdress here because this is an Aztec warrior. So there you go. I made a whole video about this particular guy and that time in history.
No IQ is 35.
There's the obverse. And Estados Unidos Mexicanos. There you go with the old Cuauhtémoc. I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation. You've got 35.
No IQ.
And for no IQ. 35. No IQ. Central Michigan loves his Mexican silver at 36. And by the way, Central Michigan is another awesome YouTuber. I'm sure he'll probably make a video about these. But he's got to win them first. I've got Central Michigan at 36, and we'll see where she goes. What does cinco mean? 5 pesos. Can you imagine, back in 1948, 5 pesos was just like our country, 90% silver. Beautiful native design there, 90%. And I'm looking at Central Michigan Stacker stealing them at 36 if this holds. And oh, Snoopy's here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to say going one time. Snoopy, good news and bad news. The good news is that you're here. The bad news is we're getting down to the end. But other good news is you'll still have a few items to bid on, just a few, and then a giveaway at the end. Going one time, the Central Michigan Stacker for this Mexican 90% silver. And, oh, boy, this is a good deal. Good deal for Central Michigan. SGT, I don't know if he's still around. I know he, like me, is of Mexican descent, and this is a cool one. Okay, going once, going twice, the Central Michigan Stacker. Okay, Jay is not going to let Central have them at 36. Jay is at 37. And Jay, it'll be your option as to which one you take, or you could just take both and be done with it. Central Michigan, you're out, my friend. Central Michigan is not out. Central Michigan, I'm looking on my screen, it says 38. He's in the lead. Mm-hmm. And I always try to find stuff that I think you guys are going to like. I do my best to guess. I think this is something I personally like. And I thought, well, maybe my audience would like this too. I'm going with Central Michigan at 38, going one time. Mm-hmm. And so Central Michigan at 38 going two times. And let's see, Circle City. There's a Circle City Stacker? Yeah, I wonder if they're from Indianapolis.
And then Cash Money says hi.
Oh, hi, Cash Money. Glad you're here. And let's see. Let's see if it's sniper time. Going once. Okay. Going twice. Mrs. T, do you see anything? Because you see them slightly before me.
Nope.
Going once. Going twice. Sold. Central Michigan got them at 38. Central, I'm going to assume you won both, but I'll let you tell me. Do you want one or two? And we'll go from there. TJF, I am sorry. You missed the snipe. You are south of the sold button. I see sold and I see TJF on my screen, and that's what we go by. And Central Michigan, good purchase. Man, you got a good deal there, my friend. Good deal indeed. And so what do we have next, Mrs. T? Okay, yeah. Put them straight in order. That's the way. Yep. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, including more Mexican. Mm-hmm. And let's throw out a Morgan dollar. This will be a quickie. This is the only Morgan I have. She is 1921S. She has a nice natural tone. I don't think she's ever been cleaned or anything like that. Nice natural tone. There she is. There's the reverse is pretty. Really pretty. And let's just say $20 and see where she goes. I know $20 is unheard of. You can't buy one in a coin shop at $20. That's just the starting point for the bidding. We'll see where she goes on the old Morgan dollar. And we're at Chris with a K at 30 is the high one I'm seeing right now. There she is. $30. Unknown is at 35. And TJF, you're out. Fancy Nancy, you're out. Tiger's laughing about something. I don't know what Tiger's laughing about, but it is a good time. I can tell you that. We really enjoyed Mrs. T and I. This is one of the highlights of our week. We really look forward to this. And again, this is a 1921 S Morgan dollar. And I've got Fancy Nancy at $39. She does not want to let this one go, but there's other bidders here who are interested as well. Fancy Nancy at $39. Tiger, I'm sorry, you were just $1 shy on that 2-ounce Libertad. It went for $19 and you only bid $18, Tiger. Sorry about that, buddy. Morgan dollar, 1921 S. Oren is at $40. Oren is at 40. And this is the only Morgan I have today. I don't know, maybe next week I'll have some. Depends what I can find at the coin shop, to be honest with you. Fancy Nancy will not be outbid, is at 41. Tiger just fell over off of his couch and onto the floor. And we have Fancy Nancy at $41. Hopefully Tiger's wife can revive him. And by the way, if you want to bin these, or we'll just leave them for next. This is the last time I'll mention it. We have Canadian maples in the package, $42. Just say bin 42 on the Canadian maple. I'm going to say going one time on the Morgan for Fancy Nancy at $41. I'm going to say going two times to Fancy Nancy at $41. And let's see if anybody else. Tiger. All right. Going once, going twice. Mrs. T, do you see anything higher than $41?
Nope, 41 Nancy. Fancy Nancy.
It's not Nancy Fancy. It's Fancy Nancy. It gets it at, thank you, Nancy. Gets it at $41. Do any of you remember my video? It was a little while ago, I don't know, a month and a half ago or so, on exonumia. I do have one single piece of exonumia today. 78 of you are here watching. Glad to have so many folks here enjoying the show. Some of us are too young to remember watching this live. There might be some folks here in the room that do remember this live, but we've all read about it. We've all seen the videos about 1 million times. We've read about it in the history books. This is a commemorative of the first moon landing from July 20, 1969. Now, one time when I let one of these, I was about to let one of these go, Central Michigan stacker saved me, and he said, "Hey, does that say silver on the rim?" And I looked at this one. This does not say silver on the rim. I really don't know what metal it's made of. I think it's just cool. What you don't see on your camera is, well, maybe you do. Do you see that green tone around the rim? It has a cool greenish tone around the rim. I don't know what it's made out of. The astronauts depicted there on that capsule coming down the ladder. It looks like they're metal detecting. I don't know what he's doing there with that machinery. It's got that module there. It says Armstrong, Aldrin, Collins. Now here we are in the year 2020. And by the way, you guys could start me off at $10. Here we are in the year 2023, and we haven't been back to the moon in how many decades? And there's the Earth in the background. The moon has craters. This is a cool piece of exonumia. We're talking about going back to the moon, and we don't even have like a real solid time frame. It boggles the mind to think that we went there on July 20th of 1969. Here we are finally talking about going back. And let's see, I have Orrin at 30 on the exonumia with the cool little green tint and neat conversation piece. I can tell you that. On the little astronauts there, it's pretty cool. Either way, Orrin is at 30. We'll see if anybody likes it more. Maybe it'll become a super collectible once we finally go back to the moon. I don't know when that's going to take place. I'm going to say Orrin going one time at $30 on the exonumia. Exonumia is a coin or not a coin.
No.
Let me correct myself. Not a coin, a metal or a token that is not a coin, but is coin-like. And, the whole country, the whole nation, we were so proud. We made this commemorative to commemorate this historic moment. Who knew that we're going to have such a, I've got Luis at 32. Who knew that there was going to be so many decades that have gone by that we didn't go back? I think the world thought that was going to be kind of like a norm, and we would go on to Mars or other places, and It'll be
Oh,
interesting to
okay.
see how successful. I saw SpaceX is having mishap after mishap, and their launching pad, and so who knows when we'll get back there. Let's see. Oren is at 35, and I'm going to go one time to Oren at 35 and see if Luis wants it a little bit more than that. And Central Michigan Stacker says, we haven't been there in the first place. Conspiracy theory. Did we really create that hoax in a basement in South Dakota and film it? The video does make it look a little suspect when you watch, and it looks like the guys are transparent. Luis is not transparent. He is solid with his $36 bid. So Luis is in the lead, and we'll see if Oren wants to fire back. Let's see. Feel free to put in the chat, hoax or real? Hoax or real? If you, we'll see how many people thinks that
Oren 37.
Are, as Oren bids 37, we're waiting for Luis. Hoax or real? Put it in the chat as Oren takes it up to 37. Hoax or real? I am going to reveal my personal thought. I think it was real. I think it was real. Call me naive. I don't know, but seeing
Luis at 40.
Seeing SpaceX have all its troubles, and the fact that we haven't gone back, it makes me doubt, to be honest with you. But I think it was real back in the day.
Oren 45.
All right, we've got Oren, and by the way, if you want to see the others, I don't know which side I like better, to be honest with you, because that side has the world with, of course, we Americans. Sorry, Mark. We Americans are the center of the universe, so we put the USA with North America right in the center of the earth there. And with that capsule, you've got the craters in the moon, and rightly so, the Americans are the center of the universe. My Australian friend might disagree. I don't know. But
Oren at 45.
all right, let me go one time. Where are we at? I'm sitting here talking about space, and I'm spacing out. Oren is 45. Luis is out. I'm going once. I'm going twice. And going once, going twice. Mrs. T, do you see any other bids from Luis or anyone else?
No.
Sniper time. Going once, going twice. All right. Very good. Oren, so Oren got that?
Yep.
Okay, Oren, congratulations. Neat little piece for your collection. I have no idea what metal it's made out of. You might have lucked out with silver. All right, on to my only other graded piece. Actually, it's not even graded. It's verified by PCGS. And let me show you what I got here. And so this is a graded, and why does it want to fall? This wants to fall for some odd reason. Graded, let's try this one. I thought I've held graded. Slippery little sucker. All right, anyway, we've got a graded, not a graded, but a slabbed PCGS, and don't ask me to pick it up again. Well, maybe I will. I'll show. It's super shiny. There is Maya Angelou. I met the Whatnot guys. They were trying to convince me to move my auctions over to Whatnot and their auction platform. I don't know if I'll try that out or not, to be honest with you. I might do just a little sample auction. Boy, I might have to tape this darn thing down. Anyway, this right here, $1 start on the Washington. And they mentioned something about this going for $40, but I don't know. I'm putting it up for $1. And it's 2022D, and unknown is at $5. It's a Washington quarter, super shiny. The slab alone, this is a real PCGS slab, Gem BU, Maya Angelou, and it commemorates my trip to the Central States Coin Convention over the weekend. It's a 2023, and the bids are flowing in. There you go. There is George Washington, the American hero. And let me see if I can balance it there. All right. Now I don't have to hold it. And I can zoom in a little bit. And let's see where she lands. Get that. All right. $10 on a slab coin. Highly Coins, a 2022 D Washington quarter for $10. And we're going to go by fast. We're getting down to the end of our auction. Jay Swartwood, Jay, say that 3 times fast. Jay Swartwood took it to 11. Jesse took it to 12. Unknown is 15. The guys that I got it from Whatnot mentioned something about it being special and that it's a 22D, and the fact that it's slabbed. I mean, the slab alone, my goodness, is worth more than $15. But right now, Unknown has it at $15. And I'm going to say going once. And Tuli, there are maples for $42. That is right. And they are old stock in the old plastic holder. And they're bidding at $42. And that thing, the slippery son of a gun is $42 bin. I'll cut off one, or you could have all 5 for $42. And they are nice maple, Snoopy. They are old stock from 2001, came from a very old coin shop. And we're at Jay Swartwood at 16 as I'm losing my mind over here. And I'm going to say going one time to Jay, and I'll stop trying to pronounce his name quickly. Jay going 2 times for $16. That quarter is kicking my butt, man. It's just a slippery little sucker. Unknown is at 17 on the quarter. As I take a sip, see if any other bids roll in. See if Jay took it to 18. And I'm going to say Jay going one time on the little quarter. The slab alone is worth $18. I'm going to say 2 times. Someone said no to Whatnot earlier. Too many fees. We'll really have to think about that. One of the advantages of Whatnot is that I don't have to mess with going through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Whatnot collects everything for me. But either way, so where are we at on this thing? Jay is at 18, going once, going twice. You see any other bids?
Nope.
Chris with the case says Whatnot sucks. All right. Jay, $18. There we go. All right. Do we have any history buffs here? Astronauts on the moon say hello to the moon. Let's see.
Okay, so he won.
Congratulations, Jay. Goodbye, BUY. We're almost about to say goodbye, BYE, because there's 2 items left. And here is, for the history buffs out there, Confederate States of America, $10 to the history buffs. It's in beat up condition. It's got a missing piece there. Might have been in some Confederate soldier's wallet. Lord only knows. But what it really is cool to me, and some of you may not know this, and I've learned this over my years of going to coin shops and talking to people, that this is a hand signature right here. Don't ask me who it is. I couldn't make out the signature. Whoever wins it can look up the research on their own. This says February 1864 right here. here is another signature, very ornate and fancy. Look at that fancy signature. I'm going to start it at $1 and see where the old Confederate piece goes from Richmond. Very historic and cool piece of history. Honestly, I don't know where it will land, but I'm starting it at $1. So if you enjoy history, my dad happens to be an retired U.S. history teacher. And so I think I mentioned that in previous videos that my love of history, I think, comes from the old man. And one of his favorite areas of history is Civil War. And boy, oh boy, all those TV series back in the day, North and South, and movies about the Civil War. Man, I've watched a lot of them with my dad. And this is the real deal. This isn't a movie prop. This is hand signed by these two folks. And it even has a number on it. It looks like B924. And it's from, it was stamped February 1964. $10 piece. Thule's at 20 on the old historic piece. Oh, by the way, you want to see the other side? $10. There you go. A bunch of X's all over it. And as you can see, the ink kind of bled through when they hand sign them back in the day. Fascinating. $10 note. I kind of, so my imagination wanders. I told you about imagining what it would be like to be, panning for gold. And imagine what it'd be like to hold a $10 paper currency back in those days. Well, what could you buy for that? A barrel of flour, some rope, shovels, equipment, ammunition, you name it.
26.
TJF is at 26 on the old Confederate note from so many years ago. Thule is at 30. And this is from an old collection that I bought. And I really had no idea where this would land. Thule is at 30. And let's see, I know there's a lot of interested parties. We'll give it a minute to soak, and then we'll start our countdown. Going one time to Thule at 30 smackers on the Confederate States of America, $10. And underneath it says receivable in payment of all dues except export duties. Interesting. A lot of history there. Going two times to Thule at $30. And Mrs. T, you see anything? Going once. Going twice. Yeah, Tiger, somebody got the cracked ass earlier. Thule's getting this Confederate dollar. Actually, she called it the donkey. I think Thule wound up with that one. Yeah. And she's going to wind up with this one. Yeah. And we're winding up with the very last auction item. Congrats, Thule. Yeah. Of the day is right here. Is the Mexico 100 pesos, 1977. And this is plata pura, pure silver, 72%. It's 0.720. And if you measure silver in grains, this is 20 grains of silver. And I'm sorry, guys, don't ask me off the top of my head how many actual troy ounces that is. Perhaps one of you could look it up. And if you want to see, it's got the 1977 really cool stylized eagle and snake on a cactus. This is your last chance to win anything on the auction. And I am going to say we'll say my parting gift to you is starting this at $1 and just seeing where it lands. And before we say goodbye, we do also have a GAW. And good news for those of you who will be participating in the GAW, RH has left the building. Mrs. T and I are going to do this last auction, do a gaw, and then hurry up and get ready for church and get the heck out of here. I have JS Customs at 15, and we'll see where this Mexican silver with a very stern looking, I don't even know who this is. Is this Hidalgo or who is this on the obverse? Minted in Mexico City. We'll put it on the, this is the obverse actually. Any Mexican coin, the eagle and the snake, that is the crest and the coat of arms, and that's the obverse. And we'll put that there. And we've got a bid at $20 from the silver sphincter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn this light off, see it a little bit better. Silver sphincter is in the lead at $20. Well, that's a nice one for $20. We'll see if he
looks angry. Mark says
yeah, he did look angry.
Mm-hmm.
He looked PO'd. Oh boy, that I kind of goofed up the lighting. Let me fix that.
Mm-hmm. So the silver sphincter at 20.
Silver sphincter. Are you guys gonna let the silver sphincter win this? And let's see. Okay, point 0.04
ounces of silver.
I don't think it's 0.04. Isn't it 0.41 ounces?
No,
Isn't it
Tiger
like a
says
little less than half an ounce?
Tiger says it's 0.042.
I don't know. Okay, got it. Thanks for the info. I've got it at $20 going one time. And $20 going. Oh, Tiger's at 21. Start that over again. Tiger's at 21. Going once for the 1977 Mexican coin. Going two times before we do a giveaway. And Tiger, let's see if you wind up with it. Once. Going twice. And the Tiger Stacker at $21. Oh, sorry, Robert. I see it just under the sold sign. Tiger got it. And there you go. Okay. But last call for that. Let me widen out a little bit for the 42 on these maples in the old plastic. All right. I got a good question for you here. One of my heroes, absolute heroes in the silver pouring world is AB Custom Silver. And I got to hang out with him over the weekend, BS around with him, talk with him. I actually made a video with him that I'll be sharing with you. And I made a little quick video with Ben, the Coin Geek, as well. But AB Custom Silver, awesome silver pourer. What's his first name? And again, RH is not here, so you all have a chance at this little 40%er. AB Custom Silver. I did a video on him in Chicago back at the ANA conference, American Numismatic Association. And just this weekend, what is AB Custom Silver's first name? And I'll tell you what, with no RH, it's not Alan, it's not Steve, it's not Randy. All good guesses. His first name is Arthur, and he's one of the coolest dudes I know. And I am going to feature one of his silver pours in my auction next week. So let me scroll back up. Not Arnold, you were close. Let me go back and let's see who had Arthur.
Just JS Custom Cab.
JS Custom Cab E. Arthur, that is correct. JS, just send me an email with your address. I will be happy to send this JF Kennedy $50 to you. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, that's for the final winner. And I want to thank you guys all for being here. It has been fun. We spent a good couple of hours with you. We had some jokes and some interesting conversation, some learning experiences, and another fun auction. So, Mrs. T, are we going to do this again next weekend?
Yes, we're ready for next weekend. It's always fun times.
I'm
Looking
not-
forward to it.
I'm ready, willing, and able. Although I've got to hit some coin shops and find some cool stuff because I don't put out junk for people.
That's true.
Custom pours, vintage silver, more bars, an awesome silver pour from Arthur, Arthur Bain and AJ, basically from the custom silver pour. Other cool stuff, you name it. We're going to find it in the next week to fill our table and offer to you. A special thank you to Mark. Special thank you to Tuli. Special thank you to Central Michigan. Special thank you to Silverstruck. Lots of applause. Anybody else who helped out. And hey, good times. Tuli, thank you so much for being here and helping out. And everybody else who bid on all of the auction items. And go check out Tuli's channel. She and I are going to do a collaboration sometime very soon. And, I'm going to reach out to a couple other folks on here to see if they want to do what's that?
Trey wants to know if we're going to be on Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, is it on Saturday or Sunday? I think on Sunday. I think what I'm going to do is have a premiere on Saturday and then auction Sunday. And let me ask you guys a question before we say farewell. For those of you who are still here, let me know what you prefer in the comment sections. Just put either sat or sun, or sun, and let us know what you prefer. Yeah, it'll be 8:30 Central Time, either way. And TJF says sat. Saturday is more convenient for us for boxing up on Sunday, but I do think we've had more people actually show up on Sunday. Mark says either. Let's see. 7 and Silver Struck also say sun. And
we're like 50-50.
Yeah, we're 50-50. And we'll see. If it was like a landslide either direction, we try to keep it there. We like to keep it open because we never know with sports and other activities and stuff that we do and going to coin shows. I like to kind of keep my options open. Tiger says, let's see, doesn't matter to him either day. And he'll be driving around and hopefully not bidding and going on to the median as he's bidding. But No IQ says Saturday. David says Saturday or Sunday.
But right now we're lined up for Sunday next week. Right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we are kind of lined up for Sunday because the premiere that we have kind of pertains to some of the stuff that we'll be auctioning on Sunday. So I'll tell you what, right now we'll do Sunday and we'll kind of go from there. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Mrs. T and I have our work cut out for us, trying to organize all this. Don't forget to pay today so we can ship tomorrow and Monday or in Tuesday. And if you want something, we'd appreciate that. And Mary, if you're still watching, I'll be looking for your payment and everybody else's. God bless. We see you next weekend.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.